There is a serious problem with the cops in GTA 5 Online. Whenever you get them, you probably just call Lester or blow yourself up to get rid of them, and that is the root of the problem. But there are other factors that go into the inherent problems of the cops in GTA 5 Online that we need to discuss. Thank you to my channel members, subscribe to become a follower. And let's dive in. First, we need to talk about the threat of the cops or the lack thereof. Whenever you commit a crime in the fine state of Southern San Andreas, you will receive a wanted level, which is usually a 2-star wanted level. As you commit further crimes, the wanted level will increase until it reaches 5 stars, which is the highest wanted level you can get. The wanted level tiers really don't matter because most of the time you will have a 3-star, maybe a 4 if you killed a lot of cops, but a 5-star is somewhat hard to get. At 3 stars, the cops will set up roadblocks and spike strips followed by a police helicopter as well that will shoot at you. Basically, the higher the wanted levels go from there, the more spike strips and police cars there are. There is no unique difficulty between 3, 4, and 5-star wanted levels. They just throw more cops at you, which sounds like it would be harder in nature, but most of the time you're not holding out somewhere fighting cops. You're trying to evade them in a car traveling at high speeds. At that point, you just pass by the cops and they more so just try to crash into you than do anything else. There is no threat of the cops in online. Rarely am I ever scared that the cops will kill me, and if I am, it's because they played bumper cars with me, rammed me between 4 cars, and then they just shoot out their windows, and then at that point, there's really nothing you could do. But that isn't cool or satisfying to die to. It's annoying whenever you die like that because the cops just literally bump your car until you crash, they shoot you, you die. To quickly mention GTA 4, which I will also be mentioning again later on, the wanted level in that game reached 6 stars and the cops are already hard enough in GTA 4. They would set up full-on roadblocks with SWAT trucks. You absolutely could not just drive past the trucks. They literally blocked off the whole road, both lanes. At 5 stars, the regular police helicopters will be replaced by 2 annihilators as well that will shoot at you. You see how the difficulty stacks up here compared to GTA 5's wanted levels? And all of this is not to mention how GTA 5 originally did have a 6-star wanted level involving the military. It's leaked and it was never in the final game, but apparently the military would come after you at 6 stars and cops before that, maybe at 5 or 4 stars, would also use tasers and batons on the player. Rockstar quite literally had it perfect, but for some reason they completely removed the fear of being killed by the cops. Rockstar apparently said that this was a deliberate choice, but never said why. I honestly couldn't tell you why they removed it. I would have said because it would have taken extra time to add and Rockstar was already cutting it close with GTA 5's launch, but apparently it was already made. They just chose to scrap it. Even then, it could have came in a later update for online and story mode, but they never bothered. I also always hated that even if you barely did anything and got a 1-star wanted level, the cops still shoot you. They don't try to arrest you like they do in story mode, and although it would be annoying to have my ammo taken away, which is what happens if you get arrested, at the end of the day, if you manage to get arrested, then that's on you because you quite literally have to stand still and let the cops arrest you. There is simply no threat element to the police in GTA 5 Online or the base game. In the Union Depository heist in story mode, if you choose the helicopter method, then you have to shoot your way out of the area with cops shooting at you. That's it. There aren't even that much cops for you to be robbing the biggest depository in the state that carries gold reserves. They could have added snipers on the roof that you had to look out for. They could have added a special team that has extra health and upgraded guns with lasers, but no, they just send regular SWAT members to the robbery, which is just so underwhelming. In the Pacific Standard heist and online, despite us being in the bank for a solid amount of time, even after the alarm is tripped, they do little prep on the outside for when we come out. They could have set up snipers, shut down a certain radius around the bank with spike strips set up, but when we come out, we are greeted by a couple of cop cars, maybe a SWAT truck, and we fight through a little bit of cops, and that's it. It seems that whenever Rockstar wants to make a mission seem difficult, they just add more cops on the map, which is simply unfortunate. Now time to discuss your options for dealing with the cops. You can take the easy way out if you're not on a mission, and even in some missions you can do this and lose the cops, but that's besides the point, and you will lose the cops. You can do it the old-fashioned way and lose the cops by evading them, usually done by going into the sewers in the city, which the cops will never follow you into unless they are very close behind you already, or you can do what everybody who has ever played this game does and simply call Lester. There is no reason to do the other 2 methods unless you have to. Some missions won't let you call Lester, and when they don't, it always just feels like a waste of time because it's not like it's super exciting to lose the cops. Usually you just get in a helicopter and fly away and the cops will go away. This is what the cops have come down to, a mere annoyance. Usually while doing a mission, you'll get the cops and be forced to lose them, which gives you no further reward. I'm not asking for money every time I lose the cops, but just give something to incentivize the player to lose them and not call Lester. They do give you a tiny amount of RP, maybe like 50 or something like that, but nobody is grinding wanted levels to rank up. And this isn't one of those things where you could just remove Lester's service and that'll fix the main problem, because it won't. It will only become more annoying to deal with them, and that is the main problem. The cops themselves and how they integrate into GTA Online. The actual gameplay of losing cops isn't fun, but Rockstar knows how to do it right because they've done it in the past. Once again, back in GTA 4, when you got the cops on you, a large search area was placed on the map and cops were primarily in that area. They could also be outside it, but once you left this area, your wanted level drops very quickly, and the higher your wanted level was, the bigger the radius got. This made it actually interesting to lose the cops, because if you managed to get out of the search area, which was quite hard to do without being spotted, your wanted level would be gone. This solves the problem of wasting time with wanted levels because you could very easily lose your wanted level by just leaving the search area, and the threat of cops was limited to that area. While in GTA 5, there was no such thing as a search area. It sucks because Rockstar knows how to make interesting NPCs, as they did recently in the KOIAER Survival, that could really make wanted levels and the cops in general more interesting. In the KOIAER Survival, they made panthers and zombies come after you, and they also made a unique NPC that spawns the panthers that can only be killed by knocking them out, if I'm correct. Rockstar also made the Clifford Juggernaut a while ago, and it would be cool if the cops sent a heavily armored unit to kill you at like 4 or 5 stars. I do understand them not adding canines. Some people have asked for that because killing animals is a bit of a gray area in games, although you can kill wild animals in online, so it seems that they don't really particularly care about that debacle. You can also kill horses in RDR2 and RDR1, but I'm not really asking them to add canines necessarily. I just want unique police NPCs that add some sort of threat or fun with wanted levels. I think an easy way to improve the cops is by giving them better cars. Rockstar has added quite a bit of cop cars to GTA Online in recent times, but they never actually updated the cars that the cops use. This is a problem because just about every car can outrun the cops in today's online. The only thing you still can't really outrun is the chopper, which is what makes the tunnel so good at evading the cops. It's funny because the same goes for real life, but that's another story. I think it would be interesting if the cops could immobilize your car somehow. It wouldn't be the most realistic thing to be added, but clearly Rockstar doesn't care about realism. Unfortunately, the cops in GTA 5 Online are just underwhelming. Fortunately, however, it seems that GTA 6 does have updated cop cars at the very least, as every time we see cops in the trailers, they're always in different cars, like the Gauntlet Pursuit for example. There is also some footage of a team raiding a house, and people love to see this footage and immediately think that this is gameplay footage, but it is not. Rockstar usually releases gameplay trailers a while after the main trailer has been released to show people how the actual game plays and different elements of it, etc. So the footage of the people raiding the house is likely a cutscene, as is most footage from both trailers so far, so keep that in mind while Rockstar rolls out GTA 6. But as for the cops in GTA 5, it's sad that they never got any updates, and from the start, it seems that they were doomed to fail. It seems that Rockstar had bigger plans for the cops in GTA 5 and GTA 5 Online, but most of it was cut before the launch of GTA 5. Likely because they were short on time. They got rid of the search area and unique enemies for the wanted level tiers, which is kinda sad, but it seems that most people don't care for the wanted system anyway, and that is solely Rockstar's fault. And the cops should be a major part of gameplay because after all, the game is called Grand Theft Auto. It's a crime. The game is literally named after a crime. So cops should definitely be a bigger part of the game and not just a side piece that is ignored by Lester by just simply calling Lester. And I'm not asking them to go full out Payday and ask them to add juggernauts and cloakers and do all the crazy stuff. I'm not asking for all that. Something I think would be really cool is if sometimes we're just chilling in our house in GTA 5 Online and the cops raid us and then we have to defend them, and defending them successfully will net you like 20,000 RP, 15,000 RP, and like 100 grand. It's not a ton, but it's also not nothing. These are incentives to incentivize the players to interact and deal with the cops. The cops do occasionally raid our MC businesses, but that's just a pure annoyance. We don't get any money for it. Matter of fact, whenever they raid your business, even if you are successful, they will still take goods from you, and sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes it's the raid mission where you're all the way in the city and the product is being destroyed by the cops, and then you get there and there's nothing you could do because you have to still get to your business. You can't just time travel. Really, when you think about it, I hate to reminisce about the past, but honestly, they got it right with GTA 4. GTA 4 just had the ideal wanted level system. All tiers of it were scary. I wanted level 1, you know, it wasn't that scary to deal with. I wanted level 2, okay, but at 6, and a big, like, the size of a whole borough was shut down with a radius around it. And if you were in that radius, the cops were going to arrest you or kill you. There was a serious threat there. Honestly, in GTA 6, I hope they bring back the radius system because the widespread, you know, global map thing with the cops was just seriously underwhelming. And I don't know why they downgraded it because they literally had it right. I mean, all they had to do was just bring it back from GTA 4, man. Come on, Rockstar, please listen to me. And that is everyone. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you did enjoy, please subscribe and leave a like. It greatly does help me out. And thank you to my channel members, which for the month of September are as follows. Thank you to Anawack, KOIAER, Karso, Agaro, PAARTHUR, Agent, and Joshua. I greatly appreciate my channel members. I appreciate you all. Please have a great day or night or evening. I'll see you all later. And goodbye. Hey. Hey, look, hey, look, hey, look. You better subscribe, because if you do not, I might cry. You better subscribe, I ran up the bands in GTA 5. You better subscribe, because if you do not, you might cry. You better subscribe, because if you don't, I might die. You better subscribe, I'm about to go crazy on the beat. You better subscribe, hey, wait for the beat to drop, ooh, you better subscribe, hey, you better subscribe, I'm out of breath. You better subscribe,